Welcome to Australasian Bus and Coach TV, and today we're in the beautiful Wonthaggi district on the Victorian Bass Coast, southeast of Melbourne. And we're checking out this new Volgren school/charter bus on a Scania chassis. The owner and operator of this fine bus is Ross Wise.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better vehicle to drive than the Scania and the Volgren body. The driver, Graham Blundell, just thinks it's just wonderful to drive. It's made his job a lot easier on the steering, and with the transmission that it's got in it to drive so well. The braking performance is good, plenty of power. The school kids love it, as well as the people that we take on charter. They think it's much more comfortable than the previous vehicle. The reason to go with the Volgren body is that they're only 100 kilometres away, and if you've got any problem, you can just ring them up and bring the vehicle down straight away, and they fix the problem on the spot and send you on the way. It's just a good relationship to have. We had a lot of negotiations in the meeting room at Volgren, and there's things that I wanted, mainly with the lockable fuel cap and lockable fuel door for the AdBlue. I'm not concerned about anyone pinching me diesel or AdBlue. It's more as if someone wants to put something in there. It's the first school bus that Volgren have built with a coach door, and that is a great asset. It doesn't leak air, so smooth in operation. We went for the electric crossover blinds. A lot of problems with blinds is the sun will sneak in between and blind the driver. We don't have that problem with the crossover blinds. We had CCTV put into it with a camera facing forward, one on the driver and two in the interior area, and also the reversing camera. It assures us that we've got video footage if anything happens to our driver or a car that comes in front of us that cuts us off and blames the bus, but we're not at fault. The through bins, and also we had 12-volt power points put in underneath so we can plug in a refrigeration system if we want to have cold drinks for the passengers. And also it's got USB ports to charge phones beside the driver. They're aluminium luggage racks, and they're quite sturdy because they've got a handrail along the side of them, so passengers can grab hold of them while they're getting on to just make it more comfortable. Also the step indoors, they've got some handrails to grab hold when they're getting up the steps. With the kneeling device, it's easier to get in and out of the bus because you can just lower it down to suit their needs. The motor is a 9-litre 5-cylinder diesel, 310 horsepower, coupled with the OptiCruise 8-speed manual gearbox, but it's overridden by the computer system, and it's just so easy to take off that you press the hill start program and it keeps the brakes on till you're ready to drive off. It's got a 5-stage retarder, but we set it on 2, and you virtually only use the brakes to actually just pull up to stop because it's such a good setup. The brakes on it, they are so good. You virtually stop on a 20-cent coin. We get a weekly report from Scania on how we drive the bus, whether we're driving it too harsh or not driving it in the right manner, and it gives us a percentage of the driver, how he's operating the bus as well. The braking and retarding assures that we're going to stop very quickly if in case of a vehicle pulls out in front of you or cuts you off. If you're in a position where the bus becomes unstable, it's got programs in place to help stabilise the bus so that you won't get into a rollover situation. I haven't got any minuses. No, none at all. It is just a great vehicle.
Having been for a short spin in this coach, around town, out on the open road and along some winding coastal road, I thoroughly endorse everything Ross says about his bus. It's lovely to drive, and it's a good passenger experience too. Up the back, the driveline and retarder noise is certainly nothing untoward. If I've got one complaint about it, it's that I think the dash is way too high. It's no problem to Ross and Graham, but just personally, I think it's too high. Not such a problem in the country, but in the city, with things going in front of the windscreen, I'd rather have it much lower, and it is much lower than most other coaches. Other than that, lovely bus. You can check out much more on this bus in ABC magazine.